Hey guys, I'm Nils from Domstad Italo Squad. You might already seen our interview. If not, you can check it on the website. And in this part we would like to show you and let you listen to some of our favorite records. If you've seen us play or hear us play, you perhaps already heard this one. I think we played in almost every set. It's a Luxury by Wind, and this is one of the original pressings. It's from 1982, and currently it's quite the expensive record. I think it's really a powerful club banger, and it doesn't matter for which crowd you play this. It's so powerful that it works like a charm everywhere, every time, for whomever you play it.
Hey chick, don't need to remember. You forgot my shaking on me. Come on, downgrade my boat.
I think this is by far my all-time favorite listening tune. It's from The Expensives, Live With You. The Expensive is an alter ego of Rago and Farina, who are really big names in the Italo scene. They produce a lot of tracks and there are a lot of names. And I think I cannot name one track that I don't like of them. This is the Dark Entries reissue. Unfortunately, I didn't have the money to buy an original copy of it, but it still sounds pretty cool. It was produced in 1981, so it was really one of the first Italo disco tunes. And the fun thing is, these guys didn't have sufficient money at the time to record this in a proper studio. So what they had to do was they had to re-record every take they did on the same reel tape, which actually makes the record sound a bit crispy. And I think that's also the charm of the record, because it doesn't sound perfect. And that's what you have with a lot of Italo disco. It doesn't always sound that perfect, and that's really the charm of the genre also, I think. So my third record is Get Up from the Telephone Boys. It's a record that I often play. Usually I save it for special moments, mostly later on in the sets or also at the end of our sets. I actually don't know that much about these guys. It was produced in 1985 by three guys. I think they worked together in a studio in Modena in Italy. And next to this record they produced one more, but this is by far my favorite one. I think it's like the definition of a catchy tune. It's got this pretty sturdy bass line, and the chorus just grabs you every time you play it, and it makes me long for more every time I play it and listen to it. And I think it's a track that till date never bored me.
My first track is Maybe by the Hasbeens, which has been created by Alden Tyrell and DJ Overdose, two very known DJs from the West Coast sound in The Hague in the Netherlands. The label is Bordello Aperigi, one of our favorite record stores also in Amsterdam. We'd like to come there a lot. It is a very powerful record because it has a strong vocoder, which really resembles the Italo disco sound, which we love, and also it's quite melancholic, but still it's a very good club record. So we played it at Bottega, and playing it there really gave us the goosebumps we're always looking for. So my first record, Maybe by the Hasbeens.
If I cry every day, you'll come back to stay. Maybe
Okay, my second record is Let It Show by Nico Band, which was reissued in 2020. It is on the label Zix, which is a very known Italo disco label. And also our Danish friend Flemming Dahlem, one of the most known collectors of Italo disco in the world, has an edit on it. We also played this in one of our Bottega parties. And yeah, why this record is so great is because it has the really driving force of an Italo record, and it's really euphoric. And then it starts, and it really puts a smile on our face. But then there's still a vocal waiting for you, and when that comes, it just destroys the club. My third record is hard to pick because there are a lot of good records on one of my favorite albums, which is Mind Warp by Patrick Cowley. It has the record on it, Technological World, which is the name we also used for our Stranded FM radio show. But it also has the record Mind Warp on it. Patrick Cowley was very ill in one of the later stages of when he was ill. He made this record because he felt his mind was warped, and it's a great record.
So the first record I would like to talk to you about here is Tension, My Dream. It's an Italo record, truly archetype Italo record, you know, the full kitsch that everyone knows and appreciates. It's really an 80s song, and it basically sounds like it could be in any 80s action movie or like Miami Vice. It's the real deal, you know. So that's why I really like this one. The original record is quite expensive, but luckily with 3 issues these days, it's quite easy to get your hands on a copy. This one is by Blanco y Negro from past year, 2019. So the second record I've brought is Dr. Scat, Watch Out. It's actually one of my biggest personal favorites out there. It's an absolute classic. Many of us know it. Not only the purists know it, but it's a record that everyone, pretty much knows. It's a big favorite. The particular one I have right here is a mix we would like to play live a lot. It's a nice mix done on a release by SOIA Records from Berlin. It's a nice series, and this one, the mix is really nice, and it's maybe a bit better than the original even. So. So the third record I brought for you guys is Schiefer, Get It Right. It's a bit of an oddity. It's a later release than the usual Italo records, which is funny because it does have that characteristic, 83, 84 Italo sound.
Those were like the prime years of Italo, you could say. This one is from '88, so I call it a bit of a late Italo record. But like I said, it has that particular Italo sound. And it's quite like a melancholic chords, special sound to it. And well, the purists always know to find this record, but we hope to play it sometime and spread the word about this great record a little bit. So thanks a lot for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the records we had on display today. And yeah, of course, we hope to see you again soon in the clubs and at festivals.